The fifth stage is a so-called marathon, planned for 2 days, culminating in a long stretch of highway through what used to be Western Sahara. However, for the first part, participants had more flexibility in choosing their path.
Hol vagyunk most?
Agadírtól jócskán délre, semmi közepén és az óceánparton fogunk autózni. We wanted to try driving along a sandy ocean shore for about 30 kilometers, barely seeing a trace of human presence. It felt like instant freedom, pure joy. We ran up and down the landscape like kids. Na jó, merre mész?
Persze! Köszi!
The roadbook failed to mention a minor detail. The return route would take us over a giant sand dune. Our initial momentum was interrupted by fellow travelers who got stuck, leading to a long session of digging and freeing vehicles. We cheerfully continued our journey toward the southernmost part of Morocco, but then... Ne! Ó Istenem, mi történt? On a narrow and steep section, the engine suddenly started smoking ominously. Within a minute, help arrived. A Slovenian team in 2 vehicles immediately assessed that we hadn't stopped by choice in such a tricky spot. They offered to tow us over the challenging, hilly terrain to the next gas station, where our friends were waiting for us. We received a lot of help and expert advice from passers-by during the afternoon at the gas station. By evening, it was clear that the cylinder head was damaged, or at least the gasket was blown. We had to play our trump card. We called the team from Zagora, who arranged for our transport to Lyon, 220 kilometers to the south, where we had originally planned to stay that night. Our friends found a place to stay nearby. The very kind tow driver, dressed in sandals and a robe, only spoke Arabic, but the journey between midnight and 3 a.m. was still surprisingly pleasant. Despite the scare, the bed and shower at the hotel felt like heaven. On Saturday morning, in the densely populated Lyon, we weren't entirely at ease about our little car's fate. But by mid-morning, another trailer arrived and took us to the city's service district, where we witnessed many wonders. Cars that looked like wrecks suddenly roared to life. Children played soccer, donkey carts waited in the dusty back streets. The repairs began under professional conditions. Meanwhile, we were given some free time to explore the city. We had a first-class breakfast and learned an interesting fact: how many camels can fit in a Land Cruiser? I made an important discovery. If I cover my head with a scarf, I don't embarrass everyone or immediately become the target of every beggar. We frequently checked on the mechanics, worried about their progress. Our concern wasn't entirely unfounded. By the afternoon, the problem still hadn't been resolved. There were plenty of tea breaks and prayer pauses though. They showed us the cylinder head was completely warped and needed replacing. Miraculously, thanks to their extensive network, they managed to source the right part even over the weekend. The repairs were carried out with impressive precision. Due to the fine dust everywhere, every part was cleaned one by one before being installed. Anything that didn't fit perfectly was hand-filed into shape. Shortly before midnight, we heard the sweetest sound. The engine came back to life. After the repairs, the mechanics treated us to a delicious grilled chicken meal served on the workshop floor and shared by the entire team. With immense gratitude, we set off to make up for the lost day.